Hello. Hello, everyone. So yesterday I got 27 to 100, which is my new best to 100. And off stream earlier today I got 54 again. So there's some more progress. The title, I could update the title again. Hopefully I can get some more progress today too. Preferably from 0, maybe another 54 attempt. Today I'll get 66. I don't know about that. Did I get 54 on stream? No, that was off stream earlier. I've been leaving timestamps to whenever I get far in the streams after they finish. So you guys can like re-watch later and see if there's anything you missed. It seems like the trend is the less people that are in chat, the nicer it is. I hope that trend doesn't end up continuing, but that's what I've seen so far. So it probably means there's less viewers than usual right now, which I don't really mind. Okay. You beat 9 circles today. It's your new horse. GG. Congrats. $27 to $100. Yeah, I got that yesterday. I realized that I had enough progress in the second half that I could just sit down and take a session grinding the second half and finish that run off. And I did it. Overspending. Good problem to have. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Depends on your financial situation. $27 now seems a tiny chance of beating it. Well, I don't know if you realize this is 27, so passing it is the issue here. How many times on stream have I gotten past that shit part? I think 4, maybe 5 or 6. I don't remember if I have done it on 2 or 3 streams. But my best on stream is 42. I've gotten the second trip a few times. Yo, what's up, Diamond? I'm sure you've seen the new curse run. Yeah, I have. He showed it to me. But it's utterly insane. Like, I did not expect him to basically fluke 66p. When the hell was 27 to 100? It was off stream yesterday, yeah. Wanted to take a day off from the stream since I play better off stream, and I wanted to just grind out another new best run. I think it's really just a matter of focusing. So like, I feel like with time I can get better at playing on stream to the same skill that I play off stream. But for now, I've not really honed that yet. Why is the music so quiet? I always play with quiet music. Do you want me to turn it up? You won the game. What's up, Euphem? Do I think playing on stream mentally hinders my playing ability? Like I said, I think it's just a focusing thing. Like, it's a bit hard still to try and read chat and play. I'm sure that'll improve with time. That's probably a skill that I can develop. Mod Euphem? I don't know. I'm not into like modding people just because they're popular or whatever. I'll mod people if they like come to my streams often and I know them well. Which I guess both of those qualify for a Euphem. I don't know. I'll think about it. What skill can I not develop is the question. That's true. That's a good point. What do you mean a third 54? Yeah, that happened earlier today, off stream. Who's harder, Limbo, Boo, or Wombo, or Tidal Wave? Well, 2 of those are in the top 3, and the other is like a top 30. I don't know, could go either way. I have not played any of those though, so I cannot tell you. For all I know, Limbo is secretly harder. And Big Demonless doesn't want you to know that there's actually 0 legit Limbo victors. $54 is a major choke point? Yeah, it is. It's the last click of the UFO. Have I beaten Acropolis? Yeah, I beat it in like 2016, I think. Maybe even 2015? I don't know. Long time ago. I don't even remember if that was on this GD account or my old one. Yeah, I think someone like Dog Ears Link not reading chat is kind of like what to expect from streaming for them. Because like, how can you even read chat when you have 500 viewers? That seems very difficult. When was 27 to 100? Last night. Yeah, I remember my chat. Like I said earlier, I think the quality of the chat is like inversely proportional to how many viewers there are. $27 and $54 pros verifying this in like 20 streams. Nah, I don't know about 20 streams. I do think that I could probably do it within the next like month or two, maybe 3. So like I'm very confident in my abilities to verify this. I just I'm not super optimistic, so I'm like getting very lucky with it. Because like, do you see my consistency at this ship still? It's not the best. The current top 20 to 30 is never going to reach a legacy list. I mean, I wouldn't say never. Geometry Dash is only, what, 11 years old? 12 soon? There are games much older than that which still have, like, developing communities and improving player bases. I definitely think that stuff like Tidal Wave will be considered the same way that we view stuff like Bloodlust today. At some point in the future. There will be a Ren 241 demon in the Breaking Bad series that's harder than Tidal Wave. And that's just something we'll have to live with. Hank Schrodinger as a top 5 demon. That's what I'm saying. What, did I say Schrodinger? Hank Schrader. Oh my god. Yeah. Nice misspeaking there. Top 10 version of Eon someday. That sounds like torture. I don't think anyone would ever verify that. Unless future top players somehow have more talent than Popoff, I don't see Tidal Wave ever going legacy. That's the thing, that top players are inevitably going to have more skill than Popoff. Like, a lot of people thought the same thing about Riot, and then Sunix, and then End Swish. Like, this cycle's just gonna repeat. You're gonna have people with like 50 subs on YouTube who are better than Pop-Off in a few years. Nice from 14. Down to hardware improvements? Well, yeah, obviously. But like, even still, most top players aren't even using CBF right now, for verifications at least. There's lots of room for improvement. Nothing stops current top players from improving? Well, yeah, obviously. I never said that. Slaughterhouse is going to be top 15 when every end is placed. That's so wild to think about. Silent Club Step is going to be 9th. Like, I did not picture that level even dropping out of the top 5 in 2025. Firework will be 20th. Wow. Novel Boy calling Cobra impossible. That's such a classic. I feel like that's deep cut nowadays. I forgot about that quote. That's so funny in retrospect. I forgot how funny that quote is. It's something like, the timing precision is impossible. Yeah, I feel like, to give you guys a perspective on how far away the human limit or skill ceiling or whatever is, Zoink took like 50 something K on Tidal Wave and 90K on Nullscapes, right? But there's still a massive gap between that and the rest of the list, since he did Anathema in like under 9K. And then every end in like 6K. And you're telling me those are like 2 places away from Nullscapes? There's such a massive difficulty gap between the top levels, like the very top, and the other top 10s even. That like we're nowhere near the limit. Every end of 6K is a lot of attempts. Yeah, I know, obviously, because it's like 8 minutes long. that's what I'm saying, is even if it were like a tenth of that length, even that was like a minute and a half, right? That's not a tenth, but whatever. That would still be like 60k attempts. Not even what he spent on stuff like nullscapes and thinking space 2. Booba Wamba sweep. True. I can't wait until there's more opinions on that, because that seems like really interesting. It seems like a really interesting level for its difficulty. $29 and then the second release of 27 in a row? Wow. That's really good consistency. When did I get 27 to 100? Last night, off stream. Boowampa's base gameplay without Deco is harder than TOD. I don't know about that. That seems like a little bit of a stretch. It might be, for all I know. But like, where is that opinion even coming from? TOD, not Theory of Darkness. Tunnel of Despair. Oh, it comes from Taihago? Oh, okay. That's a lot more of a credible source then. Never mind. It's very possible. You forgot Tunnel of Despair existed. I don't blame you. Is it just me who hates AOD? It's so bad, can't comment on actual gameplay. Why not just say, is it just me who hates AOD's deco? If you can't play it. Like, I don't know, it just seems weird to have an opinion and like state that opinion without having any reason for that opinion. Me personally, I love Abyss of Darkness. Both old and the current version. They're awesome levels. fully memorable top 10 once TOD gets knocked out. I won't lie, the current top 10 is really fire. The only one that I don't think is memorable right now is like Spectre. I feel like I saw that when it got verified and then saw a couple completions like the day afterwards, and then basically nothing since then about Spectre. We should make XXXL levels for the express purpose of killing people. I don't know if I can support that. Killing people is bad, actually. Don't cancel me for that. I know that's a wild take. I think killing people is bad. It was really funny to hear Zoink's reaction to every end, though. Saying this level's gonna kill someone is crazy. How long is Heliopolis again? I think that's like 3 minutes? Spectre got verified finished way too late. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Heliopolis is like a minute. Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought it was really long. A trilogy like Avernus, Anathema, Andromeda, and Akron. That's 4 levels. That is not a trilogy. You said a trilogy like, and then specified a quadrilogy that are not related to each other other than being A. That's alliteration, if anything. Oh, it's like 2 minutes? Okay. That's... We got a compromise. We got a compromise. Me saying it's 3 minutes, Chatter saying it's 1 minute, you saying it's 2 minutes. We found a compromise, guys. I think caring about ship frame perfects is a little silly. I know why people care, but it's not that serious. I completely agree with that. I think people are really misunderstanding what makes frame perfects hard. And it's not just the timing window. I should say what makes a level hard, and it's not just the timing windows of the timings. How can a 1 in 60 timing be easier than another 1 in 60 timing? That's the thing, is that they're not 1 in 60. Like, sure, if you were clicking randomly, they are, but you're not going to be clicking randomly because you're a human who can look at the screen and click when you see a spike. There's visuals, obviously. There's things like your previous clicks carrying momentum. There's things like the actual spacing of the clicks not necessarily aligning to the FPS you're playing on. Especially with CBF, that's an issue. Like, I don't even know how I can describe the point I'm doing. Let's say, like, each of these is a 240 physics step, right? Now, let's say there's like a spike here and here that you have to fit through, right? They're going to be aligned to the frame or whatever, right? But what if the spikes were actually aligned like this? You would still have to align it to the same frame because you can't go the next frame over or you'll die. But if you use like CBF or something, then it becomes an easier timing, even though it's the same frame window. Yes, ship frame perfects are literally free. That's exactly what I said. But yeah, mostly people think of ship frame perfects as hard solely because you can't visually tell where necessarily to click if it's like aligned to 60 FPS. There's no visual cue that's as good as other game modes where there's not momentum from your previous clicks. A top one with 0 frame perfects. That'd be an interesting idea, but I don't know how that would look. I feel like that's going to be difficult to do. Because difficult gameplay it typically does have tight timing windows. I don't know how better to explain it. It's very hard to make really hard gameplay without making frame perfects, even accidentally. Because obviously, by frame perfect, most people mean on 60 FPS, and not on the FPS that people actually play on. Yo, what's up, Cursed? Dry ass level. Nice. A top 10-esque map where the first half has all the difficulty and the second half is like harder difficulty. So you mean VSC Madness? That's not harder, but what you described is like, I don't even know. I don't think there's a good example of what you described. It's an interesting idea, but I feel like people would hate it. Yeah, talking about Shimmer, I figured you were talking about something else. Two-player and really difficult, but not frame perfect and really long. The most anti-Zoink level of all time. Zoink never clear. 2-player 20-minute level with no frame perfects. Invisible codependence. True. Canali, that's a really cool idea. I love that works on every FPS from 1 to 120. I don't even know how that would be possible. Could XXXL levels actually be dangerous? Yeah, I fully believe that. I fully believe they could be dangerous. But like, it's just a game. People should not play levels that they're going to be suffering from unhealthy hurt rates. I feel like that should be a warning similar to like the I can update the title again. Twice 54 in one day. Holy fuck. I jumped way too early. Let's see what would have happened. I'm not even mad. I'm actually shaking a bit. Verification in April? Unfortunately, no. That's not going to happen. Thank you, Kanali, for the 5R. I don't know what currency that is. 54x4. Yeah, it happened. I'm going to update the title. I should get a heart rate thing. I have one, but I was never able to figure out how to get it working. Like, I followed the instruction booklet or whatever it came with, and I couldn't get it working. I don't know why. Brazilian reals. Oh, yeah. 5 Robux. 5 Robux. Thank you, Kanali, for the 5 Robux. Verification in April is real. Hell do the most godlike fluke. Nah, you guys don't know yet though. But I am not gonna be able to play GD next week. At least until next weekend. So it's not gonna happen this month probably. Unless I get incredibly lucky. Rest in peace, consistency. I mean, you never know. I got my consistency on this back, like, in really a day or two when I came back to it last weekend. Because I took a different 1 week, or like half a week break from the game. Yo, thank you, Maestro Illuminati, for joining. Went through the gate sequel. There already is one. That's the final hour, right? Or is that not a sequel? Oh, that was a prequel. Damn. I don't know. Through the Gates should have a star rate. I agree. I think that would be cool. $54. Still pass rate of 0. I have so many attempts. Is 2.2 Silent Acropolis harder or 2.1? 2.1. I honestly cannot describe the difference between 2.1 and 2.2 Silent Acropolis. It's like night and day. 2.1, it felt like I would not beat that for a very, very long time. And then I immediately beat all of my best runs whenever I switched to 2.2. We hit 70 likes. I think we can do 100. That'd be awesome. I appreciate liking the stream. Hi, did I die at 54? Yeah, I did. 070 likes. Let's go. The level that stopped and switched from reading the main list. Wasn't it like subsuming vortex? I think you're a little bit mistaken there. Just a little bit off. Is 54 or 120 frame perfect? I think it's 240 frame perfect. I haven't done any testing on it in 2.2, but I know in 2.1 it was a 360 frame perfect while line, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's 240 frame perfect in 2.2, even with the jump height nerf. And spike hitbox leniency or whatever. Do I plan on getting a heart rate monitor? I have one, but I couldn't get it working. I don't know. I might try and like spend a day or two seeing if I can get it to work again. If that is something people would want. I don't know if it's worth the effort though. Is the UFO click still an alignment thing? Nope. 2.2 removed the lock. How many attempts do I have so far? Good question. This many plus this many. Last I counted, it was like 325k, a little over that. Do I think level I have not played is harder than another level I have not played? Great question. Who on earth has played both? That's a good point. You bring up a good point. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Popoff has played Heliopolis, because that did get leaked. I don't think it was the same version that Thunder and Abdel Devil were playing, but I know that a version of it did get leaked. Doggy's beating codependency can beat the main list. I mean, probably. He definitely has the skill for stuff around grief difficulty, obviously. But I don't know if he has the speed to beat stuff in the current top 10 that all his other achievements aren't going to like fall off the list by that time. I don't know. What levels are Zoink playing right now? I think Thinking Space 2. Maybe Exasperation still, but I don't know if he dropped out or not. Has anyone ever beaten the extended list? Good question. I don't think anyone has. I wouldn't be surprised if there are players that are like really close. Like missing 1 or 2 levels only. But not that I know of. I wonder if Pop-Off for Zoink would have verified grief by now. For sure. For sure. But where's the fun in that? Pop-Off for Zoink would have also verified Silent Acropolis by now. But where's the fun in that? Pop-Off for Zoink would have also verified Thinking Space 2 and Amethyst by now. Oh wait. You found undeniable proof that Krazen was top 1 on the stats viewer? Cool. Under 2 hours. That's crazy. Do I think Silent Acropolis is as hard as unnerfed Silent Clubstep? No. Unnerfed Silent Clubstep is on like a different level. I'll probably go back to unnerfed Silent Clubstep and try and see if I can get any good runs on it after I beat this. Just to see, because I'm curious, like how hard I'll find it after a long time of not playing it. But I do think it's gonna be way harder than this. Only because the first ship in unnerfed Silent Clubstep. Not even that, really. Just honestly, the 8 jumps of hell from 0 are going to be a nightmare. That's the biggest issue. I think current top players could get 72 on unnerfed Silent Clubstep without too much difficulty. Don't let Zoink hear that. I would like to be first. But obviously, like, I'm not even playing that, so I'm not going to be able to get the chance to be first, but... Isn't there an issue with orb priority? Well, you can just double click. Because they're stacked orbs. There are methods to get around the broken orbs and the unnerfed. I feel like you warm up weird. I warm up before stream. I go from the end to the start. I just don't want to stream the warm-up process because I suck while warming up. And it's boring. Do I think exasperation is harder than grief? Another question of, do I think level I have never played is harder than another level I haven't played? Like, probably? I don't know. I have about as much of an opinion as you guys in chat do. We've all just watched videos. Let's be real here. I love those questions. Hey chat, which do you think is harder? Aternus or Stereomantis 10,000 times in a row? Discuss. Do I think unnerfed, unfixed enjoy is harder than Tartarus? No. That is in fact 2 levels I have played and got progress on a long time ago. And the answer is no. There's something called endurance. Yeah, I mean, 10,000 is a really big number. Are you able to pause? Let's say no. Let's say no, pausing. Because that would make it obvious. And no having another person play while you sleep. Go my goat. Thanks, FNM. You'd never be able to complete the 10,000 Stereomantis since you'd reached Expo's limit. There's never, I never said it'd be in the same level. I never said it'd be in the same level, Canali. Plus there's like the trigger that sends you back to the start of the level in 2.2. You can do that. Is Silent Acropolis harder than Grief? That is a level I've played and am currently playing against a level I've never played. Good question, cannot answer. Gut instinct, probably not. But I cannot give you an answer. Nine days straight of playtime? You'd live. Let's be real. Just have a mini fridge next to you and a piss bucket. Your macro is getting recycled tomorrow? That's crazy. Is Silent Acropolis harder than Acropolis? Finally, 2 levels I've played. I don't know, that's a tough one. I feel like they're probably the same difficulty, since Acropolis is just the same thing but not silent, you know? We hit 100 likes. Yay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. Do I think electrodynamics is the perfect example of an 8-star? I'm not exactly the type to be judging 8-star gameplay anymore. Like, it's literally... I don't even mean the ego by this, it's just below me. I cannot judge non-demon gameplay anymore. It all feels the same to me. For the most part, obviously. Like, a 2-star where you gotta click like 5 times is gonna be easier than an 8-star. But like, for the most part, I can't really judge stuff that easy. Did I see Curse got 35 to 96? Yeah, I did. It's insane. I can't even like fathom that progress. I don't have a comparison point for that. It's just insane. What the heck is going on outside? Cars. Cars and motorcycles. There's this thing called a street right outside my door. Make a chart of this level's difficulty. I don't even really have to. Boom, chart of the first half. Wait, Ice Cave is Zephyriah? What? I never knew that, if that's true. There's no way. Close the window is closed. Is it this guy? Is this the right... This is, I think, the spelling I was thinking of. Let me think. Is it this guy? This is the correct account that I was thinking of. Is this guy Ice Cave? Or is this someone else with like the same name? Shadow Rain Zephyriah? Well, I know Shadow Rain is like... Is that a different person though? Because you're spelling it differently. Obviously not users. Nobody uploaded it under that name. Why am I ignoring your comments? I'm sorry, Hippo. How are you doing, Hippo? You're not even talking to me though. Like... I'm doing extremely bad because you didn't say hi. I'm sorry, Hippo. Hello, Hippo. How are you doing? I deeply regret making you feel this sad for not saying hi to you. How can I make it up to you? All the top ILL levels I knew not in the top 10 anymore. It must be a different list. Wow. I haven't checked the top 10 in so long. I know there's a new top 1. But like... is stuff like... stuff like Cyclopsych, Donva, Formosa, all that stuff's like still near the top, I'm pretty sure. Necrotic Majesty, yeah. I can never remember its name. It's just not a memorable name at all to me. The level itself is cool, but I cannot remember the name. It just instantly leaves my mind every time I see the level. I want true shafts added, if that isn't already added. Like at this point, who even cares about the CPS fix? Just add the level. Like no one gives a fuck about the CPS of top ILO levels anyway. Realistically. Am I gonna know whether some incomprehensible spam is 20 CPS or 25? Who cares? Diamond did a 1 death no clip run on Chorus V. Nice. I don't even know if that's top 1 CL. Because it just kind of looks like a low challenge list level with 521 randomly in the middle. Like, I don't know if that's top 1 worthy. Yeah, I agree, Hippo. No one cares about CPS unless it's like rain, old rain. Normal Koros needs verified. I don't think that's gonna happen for a long time. Because the second half is considered like way harder than the first. From what I've heard, it's like every single portal transition is broken and makes the gaps way tighter than they look. Five clicks in 0.1 seconds is not allowed on the ILL. That is just ridiculously funny that it was 50 CPS. At the 60 mini and 1 click, yeah, that makes sense. That would be the place he would die to if there's a 1 death. I wouldn't expect it anywhere else. Sad Santa being 16 was so funny. That level was meant to be a parody of like the worst of ILL, and it ended up being the perfect parody by literally being breaking the CPS rule, just like every other level around that era did. It ended up being the perfect parody, better than I could have ever hoped for. Sad Santa's still awesome, thanks. He actually put Santa in it. That's so funny. I didn't practice this part much today, but it's really funny how bad I am at this now, since I literally did this to 100 yesterday. Like, what am I even doing? It's just 27% left. You're so right, Hippo. I should just beat it right now. You're so right. Hippo's onto something. That's what I'm saying. Guys, I think I know the method. Alright, let's go. How did I not die there? That's crazy. Did you guys see me fall into that pit of spikes but magically survive? That shit's wild. Whoa, I'm getting far, guys. How is that not a death? That's crazy. I'm getting a bunch of close calls here. Can we see a new best? Whoa, guys. It's a new vest. It's crazy. See, Hippo, I think you were right. I think all it took was me playing from zero. I can't believe I verified Silent Acropolis. This is awesome. I fluked from 54. Oh, damn, I exited out of the end screen. I'm gonna have to rebeat it now. That's so unfortunate. Reaction would have been thank you. You're so right. For the final corridor, do I spam and pray? Pretty much. I mean, like, obviously there's spikes and stuff that I try and avoid in the corridor, but it's kind of fast for me. I don't have a consistent way to, like, control my spam. You should gatekeep this level and never verify it because it will become mainstream. I'm sorry, I think it's a little late for that. Can I pronounce it, or is it too complicated for my goofy-ass language? What is it, Ipo? Ipolito? I don't know. Something like that. I'm sorry. I said it right. Yeah. I kind of assumed I said it right. Not the full one. Damn, okay, never mind. Hippo doxed. I did not dox someone by saying their first name. Chill out. Can be censored job. That sounds like an unemployed thing to say. Job. uBlock origin works, yeah. That's why I use. Job is your trigger word? I'm sorry. I'll be more respectful. NSFW? What? Am I missing the message? Like, I don't see what you're talking about. No, I'm not missing anything. Okay. Oh, I see, Hippo. I see what happened. Censoring hand. Well, no one's gonna fucking do that. They're not gonna know what that means or the significance of it. Unless you, like, say, no, that's bad, don't say that. No one's gonna care. Why am I making runs on it after I verified? Because I quit out at the end screen, so I have to rebeat it. It's really unfortunate, but that's just how it works. End screen's 10% of the level. It is, yeah. The level ends at 91. 90 is the last place you can die. So you know damn well once I pass that spell, I'm not touching my keyboard. It's hands off. I'm not risking anything. No, I'm not black. There has to be at least one object after the spam. It's way above the level. It's this. This is from a secret way that Dan Master never removed. Like a fake secret way. Did I get 27 to 100 off stream? Yeah, I did. But I got one of the 54s on stream. And I'm about to get another. If you guys just believe in me. I'm conjuring it in my mind. Oh, this attempt, then. This attempt. It's one of these attempts. Next attempt, I think so. I think it's gonna be the next attempt. I think it's gonna be the next attempt. I think it's gonna be the next attempt. I understand it now. I bet $1 million you'll beat it by the next 1,000,000 attempts. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I would not bet against that. All I need to do is pass that ship form 0 again. And then I have a decent chance. Yo, thank you Jojo989 for joining. Hope you beat it this stream. I don't think that's gonna happen. At this rate, I could quit my job and become a full-time streamer. Chill. This stream I've made, what, like $15 in an hour or two? That's not at all what I'm making at my current job. I'm making way more than that. Don't quit your day job, kids. That's below minimum wage, yeah. Do I get more cash from my job or from YouTube? Hippo, I want you to think about that. I showed you an example of my highest earning video in an old DM. And use that as an example of it's going to take you a long time to make a real money from YouTube. I think you can understand I'm not making nearly enough from YouTube to even consider doing this full time. I make significantly more from my day job. By like orders of magnitude. You did another 1 death on Corvo's B, I'm assuming? That's crazy. What do I do for the living? I'm a software engineer. What's wrong with 54%? It's the last UFO click, and it's a really hard timing. I believe it's 240 frame perfect, but I haven't checked. If I can get to it. I'm surprised I haven't died at the rest of the UFO from 0 yet. I'm not too surprised though. Except the C++ or Rust, this is serious. C++. I should work at Burger King? No thank you. I'm not gonna say how much I make on stream, but I'm pretty sure I make a lot more at my day job as a software engineer and with more enjoyment of what I'm doing than I would even get at Burger King at any position. I don't know, maybe like a franchise owner makes more than me, but I probably do. That seems like a shitty job. I don't know, I wouldn't want that. What streaming software do I use? OBS. Work as a dev for 2.21 and leak it. I don't think RobTop is hiring right now, or ever. That's if 2.21 exists. How flukable is the last wave from 0? Everything up until the last spam is. RobTop should hire SMJS? Yeah, they should. There's a lot of very competent GD players who are also devs that RobTop should hire. But RobTop is not interested, unfortunately. There's some GD devs that are more competent than RobTop himself. Yeah. I do not doubt that in the slightest. And most of them are probably teenagers. Teen hacks getting hired. Someone donated 500 on Doggy's stream yesterday. That's crazy. Where's my $500 dono? Guys, I'm verifying a top one too. Trust. Open up your parents' credit cards, guys. You need to blow your money on Nintendo. Chill, that's only $100 for a video game. You can get Mario Kart, you can get the new Mario Kart, and then you can spend $400 on me. It's easy. You're right, Canali. You donated 5 Robux to me, and I'm complaining. I'm so ungrateful. I am kidding, by the way. I do really appreciate the few of you who do donate, and I have nothing against you for not donating. The rest are chat. I'm not in this for the money. What's my Roblox user? I have never played Roblox in my life. I was never a Roblox kid. I was a Minecraft Pocket Edition kid. I guess I was a Geometry Dash kid as well. But now I'm a Geometry Dash adult. And I'm gonna be a Geometry Dash grandpa. And a Geometry Dash unk in the middle of that. Don't ever say that again. I'm sorry, Hippo. Yo, That's a really cool thing. I never even noticed that. 2023 Silent Acropolis world record 27 and 55 to 100. Meanwhile today 54 and 27 to 100. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Such great improvement. Is the Silent Club step jump at 10 just free or something? I'm assuming you mean this upside down pyramid jump. If so, this is the gaps in this are nerfed. It's not like the same as the Silent Club step jumps, to my knowledge, unless the Silent Club step jumps are really that nerfed. It was just never this hard. This is free, just click in the right places. That's genius. I never thought of this. I don't think I had ever considered that a possibility. Just click in the right places. That's crazy. What a novel idea. Yeah, if that guy's just sending the same message over and over again, you can ban him. Have I quit in GD at some point? I mean, I've taken breaks. Very long ones at some points. But like, not really. I'm still playing to this day. So... Canali, would 2016 me see me as a robot? 2016 me expected this to be me in like 2018. I had such an ego. I legitimately thought I could be like the next Riot. I have an uncle laugh. Thanks. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I have no idea if it was meant to be as a compliment, but I'm gonna take it as one. I see the kids have been let out of school. That's a good one. Beat it already? You're right. I don't know why I haven't. I guess I just suck at the game. I'm sorry. I've let you all down. But I can't beat this already. Stop the decorated version be released. I've got great news for you. You can play it. You can just play it. It's already released. You can play it but not see the gameplay, yeah. I'm knocking on death's door, Unk. Understandable. What if I get world record on the decorated version just for the fun of it? I mean, something tells me these people probably aren't legit. I don't know, it's just me. Clip me playing the deco version and say I'm the verifier. Kanali, did I ever send you the clip of me getting 38 on the deco version? Because I do have a clip of that. Hippo, I sent it indirectly to you. Because you're in that server that I sent it in. Show us. You guys all get to see it. Come on. Okay. Oh my god, the FPS. This is like unwatchable. I don't know why. The media player is just not working right now. But yeah, I passed this ship. And this part, even though it looked like 10 FPS, but there is the death. Why does it look like that? I don't know, the media player is like not working. Did I get 27 to 100 off stream? Yes, I did. You got 70 no CVF in AC? That's crazy. 70 on Koros B. Is that further than your 41 on full Koros? Wouldn't I have beat the decorated version if I beat this? No, that's not how that works. Why can't I pass 54? What's wrong with it? It's a hard timing, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know. It's a rude click. 54 is racist. I think we should cancel 54. It's so funny that, like, on 2.1, me doing this UFO 3 times in a row is, like, completely insane. Now, on 2.2, like, I've done this UFO 4 times in a row before, and it wasn't even a big deal. You died at the last release? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? No more Ack on Super God. Good luck. Good luck on Koros. Koros B. That's new world record on Koros B. On a scale of 1 to 10, how balanced is this? It's very unbalanced. It's kind of choke point carried. It's not like thinking space tier bad or silent club step tier bad, but it's definitely choke point carried. Name 3 balanced impossible maps. Ooh. Ooh, that's a hard one. Minus World, the old one. I have, When's the next obscure levels? I am fiending for more. Whenever... Honestly, I don't even know. Like, I haven't felt like beating any more levels for that in a long time. One might come. One might come very long in the future. It might come within a month or two. I don't know. It depends if I just feel like beating some levels. Because I do have, like, some more levels to do for that series. It's just, it feels like no one cares. Road killer maps? Probably not. What's my favorite level of all time? Probably Future Demoness. What do I feel about the Yangi Rig gameplay? I've never played that in my life. I can't even remember the last time I've seen that level. You need to release Secret Acropolis. I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, you can show me in DMs if you don't want to release it. What advice will you give me? I jumped from Variety to Yadagarasu. I have 20 to 164 30k attempts. It feels like I'm losing consistency every day. Well, if you're losing consistency every day, then take a break and then come back to it after like a few days to a week and see if that helps. I would say definitely don't force yourself if you're losing consistency. $30k is crazy. That is nothing compared to some of the attempt counts I've heard of people jumping. I've heard nightmarish accounts of people jumping to their first extreme with like 500,000 attempts. It doesn't make any sense at all. Opinion on trees. I don't know. Some trees are cool. $41k for Aku to Bloodbath. That's not even bad. People will put the most ridiculous amount of attempts into the most nothing burger low-end extreme. Yeah, unfortunately, people just don't even realize, like, they're not going to get famous by doing that like they think they will. A lot of them probably think they're going to get famous by beating an extreme, and it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. That's not even to discount all jumping, because like obviously some people are just doing it for the love of the game, and I respect that. It's just, don't let it become unhealthy, or don't do it for the wrong reasons. You beat Sakup in circles today as a fluke from 67 as your first list demon in 21k. That's crazy. 21k on Sakup in circles as your first list demon is actually like really good. You should be proud of that. Silent Acropolis has 62 frame perfects on 60. Where did you even hear that? Like, I don't think there is a good, accurate frame perfect count of this level yet. So I'm curious where you got that number from. I know there's one video on it, but it's like extremely inaccurate. It does the weirdest movements of all time. Now you're doing it, you've inspired me. Yeah, have fun with that. I'm curious to know, once you finish that, what the results are. Your hardest is Poltergeist. What should you do next as a new hardest? Do you want to continue doing wave levels like Poltergeist, or what? Do you want to like jump from that to your first extreme? I don't know if that would even be a jump nowadays. Like, I'm not sure what your goals are after that. You'd have to give me a bit more information to give a proper recommendation. What do I think about Cursed verifying subsuming vortex? I think it's pretty awesome. It's kind of surreal that that's gonna get verified. I didn't expect that it ever would, really. Not when I made it, at least. Can't wait for dystopia verification. I don't know if that's even going to happen at this point. There's like 3 different top players that have DM'd me saying they're going to go for dystopia, and then they all completely ghost me after that, never mentioning it ever again. Opinion on 2.2 taking over 7 years. I don't know what you want me to say. My opinion is the same as everyone else. That was ridiculous. Dystopia isn't possible. I don't know. It might be. My opinion on Doggy verifying grief. Good for him. I don't know what you're even asking with that. Like, Grief is an awesome level, and Doggy is a cool player, so I'm glad he's verifying it. Was Thunder one of the 3 top players in question? Yes. Thunder playing Dystopia Rumors. You do realize he publicly put in the ILL his world record to 100. It's not a secret. It was not rumors that he was playing it. I'm not sure where you guys are thinking like that was his secret verification was actually Dystopia. It's just a conspiracy theory. Like, It's not that deep. He was playing Heliopolis all along. What's my hardest demon, hardest run, or completion? My hardest completion is Through the Gates. My hardest run is probably Silent Acropolis 27 to 100. And yes, that's harder than Through the Gates. Have I been creating levels recently? Nope. I cannot remember the last time I touched the editor other than to like add start positions to impossible levels. Yeah, that one guy who just reposted Thunder footage, they like spammed the description with keywords and tags and shit, and then they were like, this is leaked footage from Thunder's secret verification, when it was literally just the ILLWR. That was so fucking funny. Like, I kind of knew beforehand that Thunder's secret verification was not Dystopia, because he definitely would have been, like, DMing me his progress. I was like, this is not his verification, guys. You've come to the conclusion the second jump is physically impossible in 2.2. You're correct. It requires CBF. Did I ever get a little upset because Zoink beat Through the Gates before you? No, not really. I mean, it was disappointing, but it was never anything I was, like, really sad about. His community was actually completely toxic, though, whenever he beat it. My comment section was, like, flooded with, L, Zoink is better than you, you suck, get wrecked. It was actually mind-numbingly toxic. I don't even understand what the reason for that was. Children, yeah. I try not to let things like that get to me. No point in giving that a piece of my attention. Is every end worth top 5? Sorry for asking too many questions. How would I know? I mean, I've played every end a little bit, but I have no progress on that. Nor any other top 5. There's a floating chain ball at the start of the level. It's tough. Yeah, it is really tough. You know the funniest thing ever? In the decorated version? It's still there. But there's nothing here. There's no decoration that would say it's here. It's just it's just it's the funniest thing of all time. He got 89? What the fuck? That's crazy. Is that the last release again? Breathing air inside an Acropolis can kill you. So yeah, congrats on verifying Koro's B tonight. Just prematurely. Koro's V can't be top 1. How is he this consistent? Honestly, yeah, I don't know. That does seem kind of weird. Like, I know Diamond's beaten VSC, but like, to me, Koro's V just looks like 5-2-1 in the middle of like a legacy list challenge. I don't really understand how it's top 1. Challenge people are going to argue about it to the end of time. Yeah. It's stupidly balanced. It has 1 spaces, so people think it's top 1. I don't know. The main thing that confuses me is like, if it was just kids saying that it's top 1, yeah, of course. But it's Diamond saying it. And he's the one making progress. So it's like, really? Euphem, I'm not sure what even you're referring to with 1 click harder than anything done in the game. The 1 click is the uninstall button or something. Like, what are you talking about? $27 figures for a top 1 and nothing else harder than it. I think just for funsies, we should just move VSC to like 5th and see what happens. Like, eventually we'll get enough opinions to move it back up if it really is top 1, right? It would be a fun experiment. Just move VSC to like 5th and see what happens. They're gonna find some reason to not add Koro's V. There. Remember when they just refused to add 3SH in Hell because they didn't like it? I don't even remember the exact reason, but there was some like completely bullshit reason they made up on the spot for why they wouldn't add 3SH in Hell at the time. That was so funny. I don't even remember like what the reason was anymore, but I remember it being funny. If we count swift clicks, making one click harder than anything done is easy. The pause button in question. Too many repetitions. It was something like that, yeah. Like, 3 times in a row is fine, but 6 times in a row? Really? I still remember SC2751P was considered a spam challenge. Meanwhile, VSC. Like that one I really don't understand. Yeah, spam gene level, exactly. There's like one spam part in the entire challenge. Crystal Edge being removed from the underrated list because of decoration standards. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, locked. I completely forgot about that. That was actually like, I literally couldn't believe what I was hearing when I found that out. It made no sense. Like, my brain just didn't parse that information as true. I thought the person telling me was trolling. I genuinely could not believe it. When the challenge list banned playing on 2.2. It just sounded like a troll. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my god, I remember hearing about the shitty list drama because one of my friends made a shitty level and verified it, and they wouldn't add it because of decoration standards. It looked like every other shitty level to me. I don't understand what that whole thing was about. I was never like following the shitty list ever, so I don't know what their rules are, but I've heard that they have like standards that it has to have like 1.0 looking decoration, but it can't be a layout or anything, and the decoration must be quality. And it can't be too hard for some reason. It just doesn't make sense. Shitty SWI had a cutscene. That is really funny. That is like peak Geometry Dash. Shitty levels are so fun. Well, I bet they are. When they have standards to get them on the list. I am trolling. I don't know. I can't play the beginning anymore. I got 54 and then just like completely stopped paying any attention to the level at all. Apparently Rave's version is harder. No, it is not. I have played that version. It is not harder. Do I have a level I would consider most interesting to me? By most interesting, do you mean like my favorite level or something different than that? Because that, I feel like that could mean a lot of things. One more attempt from 0 and I'll beat it. You're right. I think you're right. Oops. You were not right. The next 91 plus attempt, I'll beat it. True. Any level that makes you go, I've never seen that before the most. That's a really good question. Let me think about that for a sec. Because there's some really cool and interesting levels. Let me check my playlist of favorite levels and see if something pops out as the most interesting. Okay, probably between Project Mandelbro by Ferorum, Work in Progress by Tio, and The Empty Level Name by Bianca D'Angelo. That challenge. I would say those are the most interesting levels to me. What's the lore behind the end screen weight? Has it always been like that and other versions shortened it? So what I'm playing right now is technically version 3 of the level, which had a secret way above it. And the end wall here it's a part of like a fake secret way or something when you like use the toggle triggers here wrong or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but basically it wasn't like that in some other versions, but it was like this in like most of the versions. There used to be a Zobros at the end too, but that was removed in this V3. Everything earlier than V3 was physically impossible, just like completely blatantly, and this one was the one that was like on his account for years. Yeah. The fabled 60% jumps on the first version. Gotta love Tosh nerfing levels when autoing them. Because he kind of had to. Because the levels just did not work at all without nerfs. The percentages squished down, yeah. I don't know. I like to think that this version is like the real Silent Acropolis, even though that's like I know it's not anymore or whatever, but I don't know. This is the version I knew. This is what I had originally played and what I considered impossible for a decade. My PB from 0 is like 60% of the way through. Yeah, that's crazy. Why are the spikes lower at 24? That was always a thing. It was a mistake when creating the level, according to Dan Master. he didn't intend for those spikes to be like that, but it just ended up happening. Do I think I could beat any attempt at this point? No. I would have to get absurdly lucky to fluke from 54. I love how old impossible levels have these quirks that make them unique. Me too. It's like gameplay like this was never really meant to be played, I feel like. Yet here I am. And it's actually so cool. You verified Goro's V. Congrats. I mean, I already congratulated you earlier, so congrats again. I knew you could do it. You lied. Oh. Damn, okay. I would like to get past this ship again from 0 today, but I've already been streaming for longer than usual, a little bit. So I don't know if I will be able to. I still did keep up my streak of passing the ship twice in a day, but the first one was off stream, so I don't know. Sunk cost fallacy gonna cash in eventually. Who knows? Maybe. Just maybe new best today. Considering I got 254 attempts today. Let's go gambling. I just need to lock in, because I have not been locked in for like 2 hours. See, I just gotta lock in. That was almost it. That was almost it. You could grind for like 7 hours nonstop playing spam challenges? What? What is wrong with you? You were a creature back then. I mean, I don't blame you. If I was the spam goat back in like 2016, 2015, I would do the same. Verifying what though? Back when like nobody else was doing spam stuff. Verifying what though? Back when the hardest spam challenges were like those stacks of orbs with spikes underneath them. Or like Souls TRK Hitler clicking. Locked in for 10 seconds and almost fast ship, yeah. Somehow what is still on the spam challenge list? That's crazy. Oh my god, I forgot about Aether Dark. I haven't heard that name in so long. Is this 2.1 upside down ship gravity? Yes, it is. I genuinely cannot play 2.2 upside down ship gravity. Like, I've never learned it. It makes no sense to me. Like, I see a green portal and something that was made in 2.2 and I fold instantly. Hi, GMD Blue. Was it you who was streaming, watching my stream a while ago? Or was that someone else? I'm serious. I'm curious if that was you or not. I heard from a friend that it sounded like you. That was Kekdan, not you? Okay. I don't know who Kekdan is then. It's still crazy that people call that the Euphem grip, because I was doing the same thing like before you were even. Back when I was a mouse player. Of course people didn't know me back then, so who cares? I just think that's really funny. How we both like independently found the optimal mouse grip. Famous TF2 streamer Kekdan1. I do not play TF2. Alright, let me lock in one more time. I can pass this ship for sure. That might be your favorite player's favorite player. I don't know about that. I feel like that's a stretch. I mean, it's possible for some people's favorite player. I'm sure it's the case for some people, but I don't think that's a generalization that you can really make. I do know that that's like a quote that was about MF Doom or whatever. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. I think that's where it originated from. What's my best today? 54 twice. And my best yesterday is 27 to 100. So I'm kind of peaking right now. not right now, but like recently. When did I get 27 to 100? Yesterday, off stream. I can beat the level any attempt. I wouldn't say that, no. It's going to be very difficult to fluke from 54. Like, it's more than half the difficulty, but still, it's not nearly the full difficulty. Just use a macro, no one will know. You're so right. Why didn't I think of that? Fuck. This portal shit is actually so annoying. I don't know what's wrong with me there today. How long have I had 54 times 4? For like an hour or two? Why verify if no rate? Because I don't play for rate. Personal accomplishments exist. Do I think I would beat it without having the chat interaction with you? Not today, but it's definitely not helping me. I don't know. I would beat it quicker without streaming. I'll give that answer. Do I use a wooting keyboard? No. If Kermal made this back in the day and verified, it would have been rated. I mean, you're probably not wrong. Is there an invisible spike at 0? I always jump straight away. No, there isn't. I just like jumping. What can you say? I'm a little bunny. The bunny cube is me. I like jumping. I'm gonna be right back. Just give me like a minute or two. Okay. Please don't end stream. I need this peak content. I mean, I won't be here for too much longer, I'm sure, because it is getting late. EP, yeah. It's 4 a.m. for you? Go to sleep. Why are you watching my stream, bro? It's 4 a.m. for you too. Oh no. I guess I should end then. Let you guys go to sleep. I'll give myself one more attempt to 27 and then end. Never mind, it's 5 p.m. I don't believe you. You're from the UK. Okay. Good night, guys. I think that's good enough for today. I wish there was a way to see like the people that joined membership and donated like from this stream page, but I have to go into like YouTube Studio to see that because I want to thank people that did that, even though they're probably all gone by now, but you know. Okay, thank you to my new members Jojo and Maestro Illuminati, and have a good one.